Welcome back. Now let's head to neighboring Somaliland. Laasgeel is the only prehistoric rock art site in Somaliland. Located between the country's capital, Hargeisa, and Berbera, the main seaport of Somaliland, the site is attracting tourists all over the world, including Somalis who fled the country during the civil war in the early 1990s. KTN's Fathia Noor visited the prehistoric site and brings us this report.
This is Laasgeel, the most famous and treasured rock art site in Somaliland. Laasgeel comes from two Somali words, Laas, which means well, the underground water, while Geel meaning camel, hence the name the Camel's Well. The site was recorded as a prehistorical site in 2002 by French archaeologists who were on an assignment to search for rock shelters and caves in the Horn of Africa. Walking up the cave wasn't easy at all. The sun in Somaliland was scorching hot, but we made it through to the top of the caves where the paintings were done. The caves contain unique paintings of two-legged cows that are colorful in red and brown with no humps, carved in white horns. The paintings are spread along 20 rock shelters and is said to be one of the oldest paintings in Africa's prehistoric history. They symbolize a period where the region was green and home to many animals. According to Ammar Dawood, one of the custodians of the site, Laasgeel is almost 8,000 years old and is a treasured archaeological site in Somaliland.
It's a very important site for Somaliland. Tourists or people who are intellectuals or scientists arrive here to look at these thousands of years place. They come from United States, they come from Europe, and they come from Australia. So we let them in, they take photographs, they ask us questions, we respond to their questions.
Laasgeel is the most famous prehistorical site here in Somaliland. It dates back to 3000 to 5000 BC, and it has paintings and caves that were, of course, originally from the Egyptians just before the Somalis came in. And a lot of tourists come here, of course, to see what is in this particular area.
Interestingly, some of the international tourists who come to visit are native Somalis who migrated abroad during the civil war but are back in the country to connect with their roots.
Though I was born here, we all have to pay the imprint.
We meet Abdullahi Isa and his 3 sons from Canada. He says this is his first time visiting Laasgeel despite being born in Somaliland.
It's the first time I was born here, 1954. This is the first time I came here myself. Right. These are 8,000 years civilizations. There were no Somalis here in this area. It's an Egyptians. So I like to come back to my roots, and I met my uncles and my aunts who themselves became senior people. And I want my children to see. They were all born in Canada, but they want them to see the land they came from.
Despite the country's dark history during the Civil War and lack of international recognition, such rock sites builds the country's economy by attracting tourists, especially scientists and archaeologists who come to research on the land. Fathia Mohammed Noor, KTN News, Somaliland.
Coming up in sports, Talanta Hela initiative at